Good morning, everybody. I want to show you how to make a last minute gift bag out of a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. This is called a no measure gift bag. That's what I've deemed it anyway. You don't have to measure it to make it. You just have to know the theory, which is pretty exciting because once you get the system down or the steps down, you can do this with any size piece of paper that you'd like. So I'm going to fold the top down. This is about 1 inch, but again, like I said, you don't need to measure. I'm just kind of giving you sort of measurements so you know how to gauge it. But I folded that down, and you can glue this down if you'd like. You don't have to glue it down at this point. I'm going to flip it over to the inside, what's going to be the inside of the bag, and I'm going to fold this over about 1/3-ish. Again, you don't have to measure it. You really do want a bone folder though, or something that's going to make this crease really nice and sharp. Just like that, all the way down. And now I'm going to take this other side and I'm going to fold it over so it overlaps by this side by about 1/4 inch. I want to be able to put adhesive there. And so I'm going to line it up best I can. Give it a little bit of a fold to get it going in the right direction, and then go ahead and give it a good crease. Now on this, where it flaps over, I'm going to put a nice long piece of, this happens to be Terran tape. You can use whatever you want, but what you need to use is something super, super strong. You want a very strong hold adhesive or tape. Because this is going to be a gift bag, you want it to hold together really nicely, and you're going to need a good amount of strength for that. Alright, I'm going to fold this down, and I just barely made that 1/4 inch. I can feel up under here that I didn't have anything to spare. And then on this, I'm just going to use a little bit of adhesive to go ahead and tack that down. Alright, now let me see what you can see. Isn't this cute? Look at this, a whole like winter scene on this piece of paper. Alright, now I'm going to come to the bottom of the bag. This is the top where the fold over is, and you certainly don't even have to fold it over if you don't want to waste that length of your bag. I'm going to come to the bottom and I'm going to fold it up, and you're just going to have to kind of, as you start making these bags, you're going to have to gauge how big you want your folds and your creases. You'll get an idea of how to do it and what to do. So I folded a good hunk up on the bottom. Now I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to take this line right here and fold it so it matches up with the crease that's inside. And I'm going to fold it over. And again, I'm going to take this line right here and make it match this line inside my bag. So I want everything to line up. Now that I've kind of pushed it into place a little bit, I'm going to take my bone folder and give it a good crease. And I'm not keeping this, do you notice how I'm not keeping the bag facing up all the time? Sometimes you just have to move it around to get it where it's comfortable that you could fold it. I'm going to fold this up past this, see this midline right here, that line we were talking about a minute ago? I'm going to fold this bottom part up past the midline, and I'm going to take this top one and fold it past the midline. And you can see, once you get all these folds in place, looks like, honestly, looks like somebody took apart a Target gift bag or a birthday bag and just made a gift bag out of the same pattern. And that's really all this is. I suppose if you took apart a gift bag, you could figure out how to put it back together again. Okay, so now you can see this is the bottom of my bag. This is how big the bottom is going to be. Now I want to do the sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this line right here and match it up with this line right here. And I know that's kind of weird, but you're going to fold it over so that that lines up. And this is a little rougher to crease. It's a double fold of your paper, and up here it's actually 4 times thickness. And so you're just going to kind of have to wiggle it in place. It may not be as straight as you'd like it, but most of the time it turns out just fine. But again, you just want to crease it. Again, I'm going to take this line here and match it to this, this line here, match it to this line here. Right, like that. And so you want to kind of push it over so that those two touch, and then you're going to fold over the rest of your bag. And this is going to be the thickness or the gusset on your bag. And mine did not turn out exactly flat. Let's see if it'll open and do what I want it to. I would say come back and crease this the opposite direction. You want to get some movement into this paper. You want to bend the fibers a little bit so it's will do what you want it to. And again, mine is not in any way straight right now. I'm hoping it turns out. Alright, so that's the whole method. Now you're going to take your hand and pop it in there and fold all of this stuff out. You see how that made a square bottom and the sides, and then you're going to take this and fold it in. And like I said, that's the thickness of your bag. So again, on the other side, we're going to take it and push it in. And now you've got, can you see the bottom of the bag? I don't know what you can see right now. It just looks like that. And this folds up. So if you wanted to, you could make a bunch of these and keep them flat and then just pop them back out when you needed them. But again, this will pop open. I don't know what you can view from here. Can you see how it stands up on my table? And that's what it looks like. It's pretty exciting that you don't have to even measure to get it done. And look at the scene on the side of this bag. Isn't that cool? You can do this with any paper you'd like. This is 12 by 12. I've done it before 6 by 6 or 8 by 8. You definitely want to start out with, start practicing with a square piece of paper, and then you can kind of vary it from there. You'll get used to how to make it and what the method is, and you can kind of do whatever you want. Thanks for watching today. Hope you have fun making a lot of gift bags.